Red Sox Sky Dome, Dante Bichette on first, top four, 2 outs for Brian Dahlback, who says to Chris Carpenter, tell me, do you know me, know me? 2-run homer for Dahlback, 13th of the year, 41 RBI this year. Red Sox up 2-zip. Bottom 5, Luis Lopez up with a runner on first. Rolando Araujo starting in place of the injured Pedro Martinez. Gets Lopez to ground at third to start the double play. Araujo takes a no-hitter into the 7th. He said later, Pedro wished me luck. In a refreshing bit of honesty, he also admitted he was thinking about the no-hitter when Alex Gonzalez just barely tapped it in for a base hit. Looked like a 61-degree lob wedge. Like they were going to take him out. Araujo got it lined back to him by Brad Fulmer, knocks it down. Araujo goes 7 innings, giving up 1 hit. Said he dedicated the game to Pedro. Red Sox going to win 4-zip. They get their league-leading 8th shutout of the season as 3 pitchers combined to throw a 2-hitter. Toronto lost its 5th game in the last 7 outings and fell to 9-21 its last 30 games at home.
Friday time now for the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Esteban Loaiza against the Red Sox. Top 1. It's the league's leader in home run. Manny Ramirez, 25th of the year, gone. 3-run shot, 3-0 Boston. Buck Martinez comes out and says, I wish I was back on Baseball Tonight.
Baseball Tonight has better pitchers.
Lou Merloni to right center. Dante Bichette and Brian Dahlback come in to score. Double for Merloni. It's 5-0 Boston. Loaiza gives up 5 earned runs in just 1/3 of an inning. He's out of the mix. Hideo Nomo, 6 innings, gives up just 1 run, strikes out 5, including Carlos Delgado, who's 0 for his last 22. Now it's Ramirez in the top of the 3rd. Another RBI. He's now got 82. And Boston is up by the count of 11-0. Bottom 7. Jeff Fry, Bryce Flory. Oh, not again. Are you kidding me? Shannon Stewart comes in to score. Of course, it was last year when Flory was hit in the face, almost lost his eyesight. Here, hit on the wrist. Thankfully, just a bruise, and Flory's not expected to miss any time. Top 8, it's Brian Dahlback. 2-run home run, his 14th of the year. Dahlback in the 4-game series, 8 for 15 with 10 RBIs. Boston wins it 16-4. Ramirez now with 5 homers at Sky Dome this season, tying the single-season score, and it's the Devil Rays over the Jays. Joe Kennedy, car on the mound for Tampa Bay, and ran into some trouble early against the Jays.
Well, he did. Shannon Stewart's on second. By the way, Shannon Stewart has more hits than anybody in baseball the last calendar year. Find that surprising? Jose Cruz double to right. Stewart scores. Raul Mondesi tattoos it down the left field line. Carlos Delgado basically. Maybe this will get the Blue Jays going. They have not been swinging the bat well. And then Brad Fulmer, who's capable of a tear anytime, gets his 2nd double off Brian Raycar, who says, you know something? I'm going to go celebrate July 4th another way other than being in the double.
Went only 2 2/3. Peter gave up 7 hits and 5 runs. Bottom 8, Fred McGriff, Jose Cruz cruising in and making the catch. Top 9, Jays up 8-1. Steve Parrish, Randy Wynn, ring him up, sit him down. Jays win it 8-1. The D-Rays, 59th loss before the All-Star break, a new American League record. Tampa Bay 25-59. We're starting the majors since the Tigers were.
This was about Jose Cruz. And, you know, when a player is going for a cycle, usually the one part of the cycle you don't get is, like, say, the triple, perhaps the home run. But in Jose Cruz's case, it was the single. He finished a single shy of the cycle. He did drive in 4 runs in the victory for the Jays. So with the help of Jose Cruz, Tampa Bay becomes the first team since...
That is well hit to left center field, and that ball is gone. That is well hit to right field. 4th career grand slam for the former Montreal Expo, his 2nd of the year. American League East. That is high to right field. Guerrero turns and watches it go. How about Cruz tonight? Montreal 3-1 against Toronto this season.
This is wild stuff. Bottom 6, Cesar Izturis facing Guillermo Mora. Uh-oh. You know, that ball's loose. And this kid's running. Luis Lopez scores. But wait, are we looking at an inside the Parker? Are we? Survey says yes! He's in there. First homer of the season to boot. Yeah, top 9. Expos down 8-5. Jose Vidro up, taking that one high, deep, and gone to tie the game at 8. His 11th of the year. Bottom 11, Tony Fernandez singles the right field. He was hitting for Alex Gonzalez. Mondi scores. Yeah, they snapped the Expos 4-game winning streak in the process. This game featuring 11 pitchers, 8 stolen bases, 32 hits, 3 homers, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Jays and the Expos, 2 on for Carlos Delgado against Tony Armas Jr. Shannon Stewart will score. Blue Jays go up 3-1, bottom 3. Let's hit the Wayback Machine to Saturday. Delgado facing Scott Stewart, and Stewart hits Delgado on the right leg. Well, he's not pleased. Well, guess who comes calling again? Delgado, Stewart, and Carlos would get his revenge. It is deep and not playable. 6-3 Jays. Delgado's got 24 bombs on the season. Blue Jays win this one, 9-3.
Coggin, only his 3rd start of the season for the Phillies, taking on the Blue Jays. Got Raul Mondesi there, 6 strikeouts and 8 shutout innings. Chris Carpenter, though, was sharp as well. And Jimmy Rollins there, then Scott Rowland, he struck him out. And in the 4th, no score, men on 1st and 2nd, bit of a threat. Luis Lopez, base hit center field. Here we go. Doug Glanville is out there. Jose Cruz Jr. coming up. We got to play to the plate. Got him. Gorgeous defensive baseball. Take another look. Johnny Estrada, little sweep tag. He got him scoreless. Scoreless. Go to extra innings. Go to the 11th inning. No score. Toronto with a man on 1st. And here's Jose Cruz Jr. drives this to the gap in left center. Shannon Stewart was on 1st. Chugging around, coming all the way around, and finally got a 1-0 ball game. They'd add another run and hold on to take the duel 2-1 in 11. 11 pitchers to break into the second half. Again, rookie David Coggin has allowed just 1 run in his last 2 starts. It's 14 innings. With the loss, the Phillies and Braves now tied for first place.
Blue Jays in Philly. Omar Dahl, 4-19 last season, trying to get to 10-2 this year. And in the first, he plunks Carlos Delgado, who was hit for the 2nd time in 2 games. He's not happy. Next up, Luis Lopez, Travis Lee overthrows Jimmy Rollins. Jose Cruz comes in to give Lee an error, and it's 2-0 Toronto. Bottom 7, we're tied at 2 bases loaded for Doug Glanville to right. Pat Burrell scores. Johnny Estrada coming home. Oh, man, is he out. Phillies take a 3-2 lead. Top 8, Raul Mondesi. Deep to center, and Glanville is at the wall. That ends the inning. Wayne Gomes, your thoughts? Still 3-2 Phillies. Bottom 8, this is Scott Rowland, and that's a home run off Bob File. File this. A 2-run shot is 9th, 5-2 Phillies. Next up, it's File. This is called retaliation. Remember, they hit Delgado. Gary Cederstrom immediately plates File. Phillies win 5-2. Buck Martinez.
Phillies hosting the Blue Jays. Top of the 2nd, tied at 1, 2 men on. 2 outs for pitcher Joey Hamilton. And he just gets that one. It stays fair. Darren Fletcher scores. Hamilton in at 2nd with a double. He also pitched 5 1/3, giving up just 1 run. 2-1 Jays. Top of the 3rd, 2 men on. 2 outs for Alex Gonzalez. Long ball to the gap in left center. It'll go off the wall and then over Doug Glanville's head. Carlos Delgado and Luis Lopez will both score. Gonzalez in with a triple. He was 2 for 4 with a 2 RBI. Jays up 4-1. Bottom of the 6th, Buck Martinez brings in Pedro Barbone to face Bobby Abreu with 2 men on. And Barbone gets him swinging on 4 pitches. 2 batters later, bases loaded. Righty Kelvin Escobar in facing Travis Lee. And Escobar induces Lee to fly out to right. And that will end the inning. Phil's left 6 on base in the game. Bottom of the 7th, still 4-1. Escobar facing Johnny Estrada. Escobar's high pitch called a strike. Estrada can't believe the call. Larry Boyle can't believe it either. Dan Iasonia says, let me come a little closer so I can hear what you have to say. The key rule to remember when arguing with the umpire is you can't toss the umpire. The umpire can toss you. Boyle got tossed. But he still got love from the fans in Philly. Jays win the ball game 4-2. Blue Jays took advantage of just about every opportunity they got.
Uniforms. The Blue Jays wore Chatham All-Star unis. Top of the 2nd, Carlos Delgado facing Rick Reed. Delgado, the comebacker. The reflexes working just fine. Top 3, Shannon Stewart facing Reed. Grounder, smoke to short, Ray Ordonez. His reflexes always work. And the throw. And Ordonez gets his man. Bottom 5, Mike Piazza against Chris Mahalik with one on. Piazza, get out of town, a home run. Did not get the cycle, no triple, but he picks up his 23rd home run, and the Mets win 6-2. Mets win for the 4th time in 6 games.
Lineup after 254 straight starts. Steve Traxel couldn't care less. He's busy facing Shannon Stewart. Gets him looking. 5 Ks for Traxel. Top second, no score, 1 on. Traxel to Alex Gonzalez. I feel that's a 6-4-3 DP. Top of the 3rd, Traxel facing Stewart again. Gets him swinging this time. 8 innings for Traxel. Just 4 hits allowed, 1 walk. Bottom 5, no score. Traxel on second after a double. Edgardo Alfonzo. Just 1 hit, but it meant something. 1 RBI. Fonzie hitting .230. 1-0 Mets. RBI number 27 on the year for Edgardo. 3-0 Mets. In to close it, Armando Benitez against Gonzalez. And he did just that. And he did that with the bags full. Save number 21 for Armando Benitez. For the first time in 15 starts, Steve Traxel goes more than 7 innings in winning his 3rd game. He struck out 5 over those 8. That was worth repeating.
A block at TV land, apparently. A monkey sighting prior to the Blue Jays and Mets. Bottom of the 1st, Mike Piazza plates Joe McEwing. 1-0 Mets. Top 5, Al Leiter. He's the one allegedly, reportedly on the block. And here he's bailed out by Ray Ordonez, who robs Cesar Izturis. Bottom 5, same score. Benny Agbayani lines into center. Jose Cruz Jr. robs him. Top 6, still 1-0 Mets. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs for Alex Gonzalez. And Al Leiter, one of 6 strikeout victims on the night, is Gonzalez. Top 7, same score. Shannon Stewart with runners on the corners. A humpback liner for Ordonez, who gets Tony Fernandez doubled off, inning over. So it's still 1-0 Mets in the ninth. Armando Benitez gets Shannon Stewart swinging to end the game. Save number 22 for him. And the Mets sweep the Jays, becoming the last team in the majors to sweep a series.
Facing Darren Fletcher, just a little crush. Putting the Jays up 4-1. Fletcher's 6th home run of the season. 7th inning with the Red Sox down 4-3. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Trot Nixon. Nixon 3 for 5 in this game. He's hitting .284. Shea Hillenbrand would score from 3rd to tie the game at 4. Runner on 3rd in the 9th. Billy Koch with an ERA over 10 against Boston this year. And Nixon knows it. 2 RBIs for Nixon. He's got 50 on the year. Darren Lewis scores from 3rd. Red Sox up 1-5-4. Still in the 9th, Brian Daubach. Testing Shannon Stewart's ability, and Shannon is flat out fantastic. Take another look. Shannon Stewart, just a sick catch, but he crashes into the wall head first. And amazingly, Shannon would get up from that, because it wasn't pretty as we watched it, and he would be okay. Red Sox hang on to win 5-4. For Nixon, he goes 3 for 5. Rolando Araujo facing Brad Fulmer right off the kneecap. Fulmer safe at first. What about Araujo? He finished the 2nd, but left in the 3rd with that bruised right kneecap. He's day-to-day. Jays down 3-1. Fans looking for a rally in the bottom of the 9th. 2 out. Derek Lowe hits Tony Fernandez. After Jose Cruz doubled in Fernandez to make it 3-2, Alex Gonzalez picking his spots. Cruz comes in to tie the game at 3 off of Derek Lowe. Next up, Raul Mondesi. Derek Lowe. His plan, pitch out. Scott Hatteberg throws to 1st. His problem is behind Gonzalez, who easily moved on to 2nd. Gonzalez in scoring position when Mondesi does this to a 1-1 pitch. Money hit. Gonzalez rounding 3rd. Troy O'Leary with the throw home. Not in time. The Blue Jays rally against Derek Lowe. Toronto scoring 3 with 2 out in the 9th to stop its 4-game skid. For Derek Lowe, his 3rd blown save in 22 chances.
To call up Brett Jody's arm from the minors to get him through against the Blue Jays in the 2nd pitch of his major league debut. First batter, Jose Cruz Jr. get out, his 12th homer. Jody, the first Yankee pitcher to give up a jack, his first hitter since Dave Island in '88. And then in the 2nd, Cruz came up and tagged him again, his 13th. Raul Mondesi also got Jody. He would leave after 2 innings, 4-zip Toronto. Top 4, Cruz Jr., this time facing Ted Lilly, another rookie. Derek Jeter, he's got it, doesn't quite get it, and then into the stands. Aflac. Balls you get to keep, Jeters you don't. You have to give them back. Bottom 5, 6'3", Bernie Williams. Oh, by the way, Jose Cruz Jr. also has a glove, too. He's out there chasing it down. Sweet snag. Cruz and the Jays win it 10-4. Yanks now 4-6 since the All-Star break. All 6 losses by at least a half a dozen runs. Jody's big league initiation not pleasant. 6 runs, 7 hits, 13 batters, and 2+ innings. And our man Cruz, 4 career home runs leading off a game. 3 of them have been against the Yankees.
He's in the Bronx Saturday on Old Timers Day. Whitey was there and Yogi too. Top 4, the younger guys. Runner on first for Carlos Delgado facing Kiesler. To right is 25th, and Toronto leads 2-1. Kiesler went 6, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, walked 4. Bottom 5, Yankees down 3-2. First and third for Constantino Martinez. Base hit the other way, scores Chuck Knobloch. And we're tied at 3. Bottom 7, Yankees with a chance here. Bases loaded for Jorge Posada. 1 out. Dan Plesac gets Posada for the 2nd out. Next up, pinch hitter Shane Spencer. Plesac rings him up, and the Blue Jays get out of the jam. Top 9 still tied. 2nd and 3rd for Chris Latham, who homered earlier in the game. Mariano Rivera can handle the comebacker. Carlos Delgado scampers in, and the Blue Jays would add 1 more to make it 5-3. Yankees with another chance in the bottom of the 9th. 1st and 2nd, Posada. Billy Koch gets him his 19th save and 22 chances. The Blue Jays win 5-3. Yankees have lost 7 of 11 since the All-Star break and have now dropped 10 of 12 versus the Blue Jays dating back to last year.
Joe Torre said, I hope we're thinking about the 4-game losing streak. Yogi Berra giving Joe his World Series ring, and Paul O'Neill giving somebody a souvenir. It is deep and not playable. Bottom 4, O'Neill's 13th on the year. Yanks up 4-1. Top 5, still 4-1. Mike Mussina gets the whiff on Darren Fletcher. Mussina went 7 strong. 7-2, Yankees in the 8th. Jay Watasic dealing to Jose Cruz Jr. Home plate umpire Rob Drake will warn both teams. Joe Torre's furious. He lets Drake know about it. Drake then throws Torre out of the game. Back in the dugout, Torre can't believe he's been asked to exit stage left. Chris Mahalik facing Chuck Knobloch. Hits him in the toe. Mahalik thrown out of the game. That means Buck Martinez is automatically ejected. He's going to get in his money's worth. And then Blue Jays third base coach Terry Bevington comes out. Well, Terry gets tossed too. Martinez, Bevington leave the field. Yankees leave with the victory by the final of 7-3, thanks to 4 homers and the pitching of Mussina.
First inning, Clemens gets going early. Strikes out Jose Cruz Jr. swinging, is now 4 strikeouts away from tying Seaver's record. Bottom 1, Yankees O gives Clemens a little love. Tino Martinez takes Steve Paris out. He has 10 home runs, 21 RBI in his last 16 games at Yankee Stadium. This, the 250th home run of his career, puts the Yankees up 2-zip. 2 batters later, Paul O'Neill, same result. He's hitting .357 with 3 home runs in 10 games against the Jays this year. 4-0 New York. Now to the 2nd, more Clemens facing Carlos Delgado. Fishing. 2 Ks for Clemens. Next batter, Chris Latham lays him down with a high heat. Samuel Clemens, Roger Clemens do the math. Next batter, Brad Fulmer gone. K plus Lemons equals Clemens. Top of the 3rd now, Clemens facing Cesar Izturis. Gets him 3,640 for his career to tie him with Seaver, 4th all-time on the K's list. Now top of the 5th. Luis Lopez, the victim, and now Clemens all alone in 4th place with 3,641 strikeouts. Bert Blyleven, next target on that list at 37.01. Yankees fans appreciate it, so do the coaches, and Clemens giving the fans the tip of the cap.
Park, bottom 1 with 2 outs. 2-out knocks are the key to life. Dante Bichette delivers there. Trot Nixon scores. All of the Red Sox runs coming with 2 outs in this ball game. Top 3, David Cone in trouble. 2 on, 1 out. Cone, Raul Mondesi, can of corn. He was 1 for 4. Next batter, Brad Fulmer, gives that a ride. Trot Nixon, you got the last one. As long as you're out there, you might catch it 2. Thanks a bunch. Cone would retire 11 straight at one point. Top 8, Jays trailing 6-3. No one on. First pitch, Rod Beck to Carlos Delgado, and that is high over the tomato plants in the bullpen. It's 26. Later in the inning, Mondesi at first. Brad Fulmer grounds the first. Dahlbach, Mondesi. Oh, he got him hung up in the hot box. Now he's at least applaud the man for trying to get out of it. How many runs down did you see him just give up? Finally, Jose Offerman puts the tag on him, and the Sox get a victory, 6-4. They snap a 3-game home losing streak to Toronto with the win. David Cone is now 6-0 in his last 11 starts, and the Bo Sox have won each of his last. So here are the Red Sox after in the 3-game home losing streak to the Jays Tuesday at Fenway. Bottom 1, Manny Ramirez Esteban Loaiza's 31st of the year, 28th career against the Jays, most against any club. And then Dante Bichette follows with the bat flip. His 10th, second time this year. Ramirez, Bichette have gone back-to-back. It's 3-0. Top 8, 3-2 Sox. Rod Beck facing Carlos Delgado, flashing back to Tuesday, and that didn't work out so well for Rod Beck. Let's go to Wednesday. Beck, Delgado. It's sometimes tough to tell which is live and which is Memorex, but that is number 27 for Delgado. Not really a good matchup for Beck. We're tied at 3, top 10. Still 3-3. Derek Lowe. Alex Gonzalez over the monster, his 11th. Jays take the 4-3 lead. Bottom 10, Sox load up the bases. Billy Koch facing Doug Mirabelli. Mirabelli grounds to Jeff Fry, former driller. Koch 20 saves and 23 chances. Jays hold on to win it 4-3. Jays win for the first time.
Red Sox, it's Raul Mondesi facing Hideo Nomo. Ring him up, sit him down. Nomo, another gem. 7 innings, gives up just 1 earned run and strikes out 10. Manny Ramirez back into a tie with Jim Thome for most home runs in the league. He's now got 32. 9 of his 32 this year have come against Toronto. Top 8, Carlos Delgado. To Brian Daubach, who can't make the play, but El Guapo. Oh, look out! He got the first time, didn't get hurt. Made the great play to get over there. Top 9, Derek Lowe, all the makings as always. Fulmer to Jose Offerman, pulls Daubach off the base, and all of a sudden, Boston's making it interesting. Cesar is Turkis, base hit to right. Then Tony Fernandez lines it to left. Lowe blows up again. Didn't retire any of the 4 batters he faced. So in comes Bill Pulsipher. Chris Latham, base hit. Jays within 3 at 6-3. Pulsipher comes out. In comes Rod Beck to face Alex Gonzalez. Whew! That's what Boston's saying, because they finally get out of it. The double play, and Boston survives 6-3, so they remain 2.5 games behind the Yanks. Nomo wins his 5th straight start.
Yanks and Jays at Sky Dome. Joe Torre's guys looking to make it 6 in a row. Alfonso Soriano to center with runners on the corners. That'll bounce. Paul O'Neill 4 for 5. He scores. Yanks take a 2-1 lead. Bottom 6, Shannon Stewart up. He's going to go deep to left. That's where Chuck Knobloch lives, and he is turning into a nifty left fielder. Off the wall. Mike Mussina allowed just 1 run in 8 innings. Carpenter gave up 6 runs to the Yanks on Sunday, 6 more on Friday. Soriano, the 3-run jack. The Yankees are hitting home runs in bunches. Soriano drives in 4. The Yanks put a severe bollocking on the Blue Jays, 9-1. So it's 6 in a row for the Yanks. They've battered the inning. Clemens getting Carlos Delgado looking. Same inning with Chris Latham on first. Clemens picking him right off. Third batter is Brad Fulmer. 8 Ks on the day for Clemens, just 3 back of Pedro for first in the American League. Top 5, 2 outs. Derek Jeter, little chopper. Luis Lopez, absolutely no chance. Jeter safe at first, and then Bernie Williams gapping 1. Jeter's going to score all the way from first. Bernie, 2 for 5, 3 RBI. The Yanks take the 2-zip lead. Next batter, Tino Martinez. He had just 16 home runs last year. This is 22nd already this season. The Yankees take the 4-0 lead. Bottom 6, Clemens working on a 1-hit shutout. Releases and comes up hurting. You'll see him just drop his head. Clemens left the game with cramps in his right groin. More on that in just a minute. Bottom 9, Yanks up 12-1. Carlos Delgado bidding for extras. Chuck Knobloch has made himself into a pretty good left fielder. His 2nd spectacular catch in 2 days. And Yankee fans in Toronto, oh, they're fired up. The Yanks win 12-1. They've won 7 straight. They've scored 35 runs in their last 3. They are prolific, especially for Clemens. They put up 10 runs or more in his last 6 starts.
The sweep in Toronto. Joey Hamilton got batted around by the Yankees, and Alfonso Soriano in particular here is a triple. Just missed a home run by inches. A 3 RBI day for Soriano, 2 on that triple. It's 3-0 Yanks. 5-0 in the 4th. Andy Pettitte at Shannon Stewart looking, and then Jose Cruz caught in a rundown, and that's a double play to get out of the inning. Top 5, same score, that being 5-0. Tino Martinez locked in and loaded. 23rd of the year, 2-run shot. 7-0 Yankees. Next batter, Jorge Posada, back-to-back, a belly-to-belly. 19th home run for Posada. Yankees have 20 home runs during their now 8-game winning streak. Yankees sweep the 3-game set in Toronto by...
Bottom first, Alex Gonzalez facing Joe Mays. Doug Mientkiewicz cannot spell glove without the word love. And then the top of the third, 2 outs. Mientkiewicz, he is a full-service ball player. His 13th of the year, and the Twins are up 1-0. Bottom 7, this play is nuts. Brad Fulmer flying to right where Brian Buchanan is playing. Brian Buchanan playing because Matt Lawton is now a Met, and he can't hold it. Fulmer going to head to second on the play. Mientkiewicz, he throws the ball away. Bounces into left where Jock Jones makes another bad throw. Fulmer scores easily. We had a lot of throwing here and not much catching. So the Blue Jays go up 2-1 and win it by a count of 3-1. The Twins miss an opportunity to catch the Indians, staying a half game back in the Central. Billy Koch pitches a hitless ninth for his 21st.